Hi everybody, welcome back to Feed the Beast with me, Sid. Um, yep, I've been doing a few things. Let me just change my viewpoint around. Oh god, get myself in the right buttons. A few things around the place between episodes. Oh dear. So, yep, I've added the canning machine, making canned food. Seems to be a little bit quicker to eat, which I think is the primary benefit of it. So we've got a few other things to do, but we've got a few things planned for building as well. Let me just pull off those and just quickly go over what I've got planned for today. Blast furnace, industrial blast furnace, got all of that stuff ready. What else have we got? These are pretty cool. This is a SafariNet launcher and SafariNet, which is linked into what I'm intending to do with what's in the third bag, which is some more Minecraft, Mine Factory mod machines. Oop. I'll just stick those back in there. And I think we'll actually start with, not the three, with that stuff. Let's get this this kit built. And while we're no, wrong bag. Maybe I should dye these a different colour. Alright. So we'll take these out. This is a SafariNet launcher, which is again a Mine Factory mod add-on. Stick that down there so I can just bring those down. Keep them in formation and get rid of that bag. Okay, so I want to get into cow breeding. Ultimately, I would like to befill a soul shard with cow souls. But we go SafariNet launcher, that's built. The problem is, if I go and say build a tier 1 or tier 2 spawner, I can't collect souls from spawned mobs. So these SafariNets, these are reusable ones, and if I just go and just type in Safari into the browser, that are also these which are single use ones, which is slime balls. Ironically, I've got less slime than I have gas tiers, so hence why I built the permanent ones. And we can stick that, I'll stick that in the slot of the mining laser, stick that down there, we'll put a couple into the... And basically, if I shoot these at any mob, it'll capture them, a bit like pokeballs, I suppose. It could be Pokemon revisited. So, using some machines, I actually want to breed cows, sort the adults from the children, and then when the children grow up, sort them into another pen where I can then slaughter them indiscriminately, collecting their souls, and Bob's your uncle, filling up a soul gem, and eventually we'll have enough souls to make a tier 5 spawner, and that equals infinite beef, or pork, or gunpowder, or, well, obviously you can't breed creepers, but yeah, you get the point. So I was out the other day just slaughtering a few cattle, just trying to generate a few souls, and there just were none within blocks and blocks of where I set up base. So I figured that this would be the easier way of doing it. So if I can get 4, then that will allow me to start off there. I can always then put those 4 back into the pen for breeding and increase the numbers that way. There's got to be some cows out this way somewhere. I can't believe all this and no moo cows. I want a nice little moo cow farm. Come on, I don't mean you any harm. The other thing I noticed is the moment I actually got out my soul shard of cow harvesting, and I've also crafted a vile sword using some of the enchanted books that we got from the blaze thing to create a soul stealing sword. The moment they came out of the chest, couldn't see a cow anywhere. It was almost as if they knew and hid. But there have got to be cows about somewhere. So far all I've seen is bloody sheep. And right now I don't want bloody sheep, I want cows. It's not much of pigs, piggy, but nope, still not what I want. Come on, there's got to be somewhere about out here. Can't believe in all this space there isn't a cow in sight. Sheep. Is that cows? Did I see cows? Could have sworn I saw cows. Surely they weren't underground. Could have sworn I just saw some. So, where are all the bloody cows hiding? Come on, cows. Come on. Oh, typical. One day you can't move cattle, but the moment you want one, they're gone. Not a cow to be seen. Oh, didn't know this was here. Not much of a village, blacksmiths, but maybe fella. I'm going to have a look now. He's probably not got anything worthwhile, but whoa. We'll go and have a quick peek, see what he's got in his... not bad at all. Yeah, we'll take them. Can always uncraft them later. Okay, what... time's getting on, and we're still none the richer for cows. Okay. I wonder whether this is just going to be a dead end and I'm not going to find any out this way. Chickens. There's got to be a cow. I can't believe there are no cows. I know there won't be any in this biome because obviously there's no grass for them to spawn in. Okay, I'm going to park myself on top of here, just break for a moment while I go and find some cows. I'm going to be back in a moment. And there you go, typical. Within moments of me breaking things. So all we do is fire that there and bang. Cow. Pokemon. Gonna catch them all. Oh, come here, cow. Pow. Oh, and there's just handily 4 of them. So the reason I'm taking them off the hotbar is it will fire the first one in the hotbar again and release them. So that is not what we want. So that's 4 cows. So now we can whiz back to the home, and which off the top of my head is this way as I recall. I love some of these new biomes, you know, they're just absolutely incredible to... I mean, this is even though it's mainly red with a little bit of colour, it's just lovely. And then you get the savannah. Pardon me, a little bit of wind there. And as we scoot across the landscape, hopefully we'll get back not too late and just have a snooze. While we're at it, I can soar over the railway facility and... Okay, I think I'm further away from home than I realise, you know. Let me just land here and check my waypoints. I don't think that's not right. Done. There we go. Oh yeah, good way to go. Yeah, 400 meters, or nearly 500 chunks. Or 500 blocks anyway, not chunks. I don't know if you've not seen the latest elemental animation video. I would walk 500 chunks. I strongly recommend you view it. It is brilliant. Probably one of the most genius things I've seen in a long time. Okay, so while we're here, so we've moved the coke and blast furnace over here, and we've automated that with some auto loaders, so that's piling coal into there, that's coke is going into there, the coal coke is being taken across, that's taking iron ingots into there, and the steel has been taken into this box down here. Yep, so that's all exciting stuff down there. These are mainly decoration. They are functional in that they have got water tanks in them, but these pipes don't do anything. So, yep. Okay, let's go and... Oops, get myself... Let's go and sleep, and then we can proceed with the next phase of my plan. Okay, what else has been done? My nano saber is now Vorpal, so I'm getting a good collection of heads, and we've also set up a nether hub, so we can use linking books now. Jump into the nether hub. There's only myself and one of the other players who's actually taken advantage of it, so I can go to his base. And if I click on there, this will take me back to my base. That's for anybody who visits to return. If you've not seen these are fun. Aerial faith plates. Oops. Oh. I'm lagging a bit. I think it's just waiting for me to catch up. There we go. Basically, you can configure them for how far they jump you, and I've set this to jump me so straight to the top of the stairs. Serves absolutely no purpose. I've got a jetpack, but I enjoyed it. It was fun. Okay, so with 4 of those, if I take out, I think it's this one. Let me just dump this gubbins off that I don't need in the chest. I want that back. I'll have that there. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. That, and that. Let the sorting system handle it. And we'll start. Oh god, I'm going to have fun with. In fact, let me just get rid of those grafters for a moment. We have now got 7 chestnut saplings. I replanted the orchard while we were out there, but I'll either go and graft those later or on camera, depending on how we do for time. I'm just conscious that the last 2 or 3 episodes have run a little bit longer than normal. So I don't want that to really happen again. But I also don't want to be waiting to graft till I get a chance to record again. Okay, so we'll ditch off the bag. And so this is, let me get this right, this is a chronotyper, which basically teleports animals in a 5x5 area based on their age from one position to another position. This particular beast here is a feeder, or breeder I should say, and this will basically feed 2 animals per work cycle at random whenever there are breedable animals, if you supply it with energy and fuel. So with that in mind, what I've done is I created this 3 segment pen system. If I can just get myself onto the... So feed will go in there, feed the cows in this section, they'll breed. Chronotyper in here will move the baby cows from this compartment to this compartment. When the baby cows grow up, this chronotyper will move the adult cows from this compartment to this compartment, and periodically I can come down here with my soul stealing blade and, I don't know, go postal on their asses, I suppose. So what we need to do is, first off, I'll just show you underneath briefly. Not really much to see. If I can get myself down here. Brought in redstone conduit. I had to make another batch down here. So this was coming straight out from the power cells up above in the power station. Yeah, nice to say, not very much to see down there. So, start off, in fact I'll put the breeder in for starters. So the breeder goes in, and you can see that's powering up. And then, if I remember rightly, I think it's this way around. So that takes them out of this side, moving babies, and brings them into this side. And this one will be moving adults. So then, let me go and grab some wheat from here. I haven't got a huge amount, so I will have to come up with a wheat farm at some point. But we can take what we've got. We'll have the lot. And if I were doing pigs, I'd stick carrots in there, and chickens would get seeds, and so on and so forth. So then what we can do is we can release our newly captured cows. And what we should see eventually... Yep, baby! Oh, and the babies move over. So these will just sit here, grow up and moved over there, and then I can slaughter them. I may add to this herd and put maybe another 4 in there at some point later off camera, just to keep the process up. And eventually... Ew, don't want that. Yeah, eventually we'll have a soul gem tier 5, which can go into my currently embryonic plan in my head, which is a spawning tower, which is basically going to have a whole load of tier 5 mob spawners in with controls to turn them on and off, all contained in one area, in a safe area. And I'll probably put that down off the train track somewhere. Okay, so we can ditch off that lot. I'll put the rotten flesh in. It does actually come in useful for the camouflage block recipes, if nothing else. And okay, so finally, the other thing I wanted to build today, stick that in there, was this blast furnace. Now, if you're not aware, then blast furnace is a multi-block structure. I believe I have to also stick some lava in the middle, so I'll have to go and get some buckets of lava. For which, of course, I'll have to go and find some buckets. I think I should have a couple here. Yep. And it's basically a 4x3 by 3 structure with this bolted onto the front. Takes 128. Yeah, 128 EU per tick. Electronic circuit, advanced machine block, couple of induction furnaces, and these copper nickel coils, which are basically ferrous and copper ingots. Gives you 3, so we obviously had to, I was given one of those, which gave me the 4th one, so I only had to make one set, so I was fortunate there. What else do I need? I'm going to need some wire. Wire. Yeah, that should be enough. No, so this is a 4x4. Right, 3x4, and I'm thinking about extending another tier down this way. Right, so I was thinking, if I can just get my drill ready, this is a medium voltage connection, so it can go anywhere there, and I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, and I'm thinking there. Let's have a look. How's that gonna go? I think we might get away with that. Okay, put it back down. I need to grab my orange painter and up so I know that it's medium. Put that back. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to place, if I'm fair right, the first thing I'm going to need to do is take out these, but it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, oh, just got a slight interruption there, so just bear with me, I'll be back in a moment. Okay, sorry about that. One of those things, life intruding, real world intruding on life, so to speak there. Alright, this is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to get these lava buckets in. So I'm not above it, I'd normally just go above the structure. So this is a multi-block structure that we're having to build, which is essentially this shape. Now if I do that and stick a basalt cobble there for a moment. Is it night time? I think it may be. Okay, let's just run upstairs, have a snooze, go and grab a couple of buckets of lava, and I'll probably turn that waypoint off again as well. Oops. Okay. Let's go and see who's lurking outside to deal with them and go and grab some lava. In fact, I don't even have to deal with them. Better still. Okay, so 1, 2. Feels kind of cheeky walking over the house, but there you go. Built the jetpack for a reason, and I'm damn well going to use it. Okay, so what we need to do is place. Oops. Where have they gone? Surely they're not gone into that pack. Yeah. Oh no, they're just glitching for some reason. Okay. Couldn't have with that. Alright, so in goes bucket number 1. Right, now this should be interesting. Okay. So that should allow me then to connect in the blast furnace. Seems to have 2 left over, I don't know why. Thought I counted that up fairly well. And with a bit of luck, am I crashing? No, that's just a lag by the looks of it. Let's have a look. Yep, it's at 2200 Kelvin. So that's in now. This can be upgraded. Except of course my not enough items has just gone and died on me. Right, well that can be upgraded to higher heat capacities. You can upgrade it via advanced blocks, but they are super expensive, so that's probably something for a later date. But it does mean that I can just go and grab the stuff that I processed in there, whack it in there, with a bit of... Is it not going to do me the dusts? Surely it'll do the dust. Or do I need... Is it not doing what I thought it was doing? Obviously it's not just being a bog standard furnace. If you put... But you can mix it with... Yeah, so it does a lot more than the usual. Okay. My misunderstanding there. Just to go show what a Greg Tech noob I am. Okay, alright, let's get rid of those. I'll whack some of this into some machines, and I want to go and start playing with our new mod. Specific empty can that we'll get rid of, and we'll just whack the iron in there and just turn it on. Yep, so God's sake, stop it. Right, I want to build a train. However, I am going to need NEI for some of the recipes. It doesn't work for the train recipes, unfortunately, because they use a special assembly table. I put a couple of project tables in here. So I'm just going to reload quickly to get NEI working again, and I'll be back in a moment.